Come on in, everybody. Oh, we got a bad echo. Do you hear that? Do you hear that echo?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, we'll ask them out there. Do you guys hear that crazy echo?
I don't hear any echo. You're hearing an echo? That drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's like, it reminds me of being a kid at the science center when you talk into this tube and then the voice goes around and comes back in your ear like 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple of viewers on. Hey, guys, let us know if you hear the echo or if that's just me.
Hello.
Sharing this out a little bit. Who's here? Who's here?
Can you hear echo? You know what? I'm not watching the Facebook. It's probably why I'm not hearing it. We're echoing in the Facebook feed, or
I'm watching it from Be Live, so I'm not sure. Who is in the house today? Guys, leave us some comments. Tell us hello so we can see who's here.
Yeah. Tell us how you're doing. Tell us what's going on. Tell us how you're doing. Yeah.
Who's in the house today? I don't see any comments coming up either. Are you guys giving me comments? What is going on? Let's find out.
Hello. Hello. People commenting. You can't see it. I can't see it because I'm not on that. I can't see what comes through from my. Everyone comment that you're here and how are you doing and what's going on and how are you. Hello. People commenting. You can't see it. I can't see it because I'm not on that. I can't see what comes through from my. Everyone comment that you're here and how are you doing.
Okay, this is interesting. I see the comments on the Facebook Live feed when I look on my phone, but I don't see the comments popping up in my feed. Anna's here. Elmer's here.
There you go. Hey, I see it now. I can see it. Do you see it?
I see it too.
Okay. Woo-woo! What's up, everybody?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's going to be a really big day. We are going to activate our spiritual gifts today. Nancy says, hello all, praying for family in Florida. Yes, making small preps for possible Mountain Irma action. Good job, Nancy.
Mountain Irma. Mountain Irma?
I don't know what Mountain Irma action is.
The hurricane stuff going on. Mm-hmm. Where are you, Nancy? Where are you located? What is that?
Oh. No bueno. Did it go away? Did it go away?
Oh, you're in North Carolina. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I went away.
Okay. I was trying to eliminate my echo because I hear myself about 3 seconds after I talk. That's okay. I'll deal with the echo. All right, everybody, okay. Come on in. Share this out to your friends. We're going to be doing it.
Yeah. Everyone tell us how you're doing.
Yep, let us know how you've been doing this week.
What's happening?
How was your week, Miss Amanda?
It was good. It was extremely transformative. I did work with a friend of mine where I was receiving, and she's doing a new toe using the cylinder energy. Oh my gosh. After that, I've been through a lot of shifts. So it's a big energy week. That full moon.
Look, Annie saying she got psychically attacked last week. That's intense. I've noticed some interesting. I don't really like to dabble in the dark energies too much, but I do recognize when there are when I'm being tested or when things I've had some of that this week too.
Yeah, I don't know if I call it dark energy. I know for me, it's just the shifting going
Shifting. Mm-hmm.
on. So when am I going backwards? Is there other things that I know my hair is growing like crazy. No kidding. Oh, it's very true. I know. I think I did experience with someone. I felt on my solar plexus, and it was, you know what I mean. It was like they're just sharing out right now. Yeah, everyone share how your week went. You know, what was happening with you and where you're at. What was everyone doing on the full moon?
There. Is that the drink you use in the morning?
Oh, the tea? The tea? I have all sorts of stuff. Is that what you mean? I drink tea with cinnamon. It's very tea and stuff.
Guys, I apologize. My sound is stinky this morning. Amanda, you're cutting out on every couple of words. I'm going to try closing down some things. No, I want to stay. Who's this? Do I have two running? Is that why? There. Let's see now. Are you still with me, Amanda, or did you freeze?
I'm here.
Yes, I think I fixed it. I think I had the same tab open in two places, and it was really messing with me. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being patient while I fixed that. Oh, or Nancy says to make your hair grow. Do you have hair grow tea?
Oh! I have these right now that are like gnarly. They're packed with protein powder and all sorts of fruit and vegetables.
Anna says the full moon was beautiful, perfect time to let go of the old and bring in the new. Yeah, I caught a nasty cold this week right during this time of the Pisces full moon. So I just looked at it as I was releasing things that spiritually and were no longer serving me. I didn't dive into it too deeply, but just like recognize, okay, these are old patterns moving through, coming to the surface, kind of like that volcano exploding. I did a really fun and powerful ceremony this week on shifting the Hurricane Irma. Learned some amazing things from Rhonda Elliott, from Mike Capo, who came on to do that. And I feel like that's a great starter to, a preface into what we're going to do today on really activating our spiritual gifts, because what we were doing was just asking everybody to come together and send your good juju. That's a spiritual gift, by the way, sending your powerful energy. And we did a little bit of teaching on exactly how to do that if you've never done that before. But I was excited because it gave humanity, anybody who wanted to join and participate, an opportunity to begin that stepping into your gifts. Sometimes we know what our gifts are. Sometimes we don't know what our gifts are. I just want to ask you guys out there, how many of you guys feel like you have a good understanding of what your spiritual gifts are? And how many of you guys are still waiting for that clarity to emerge for you? Share with us just where you're at in terms of understanding your spiritual gifts and knowing how to use them, how to keep them strong. Amanda, when would you say in your journey, like when did you really feel like, okay, I get it. I know what my spiritual gifts are. I'm ready to move out and share them. Tell us a little bit about what your process looked like. Annie said she's not quite sure yet. But you feel the calling, right, Annie? We tend to feel the calling before we know what exactly the calling is.
Yeah, I had what you call, oh, by the way, hey guys, if you guys share this out, we're doing the contest again this week. So just like last week, the more times you share this out, you could let us know how many times. But share this feed out in all your groups. Share this feed out to everybody so that they can be a part of this energy. Whoever shares the most gets to participate in one of 5 gifts that we offer. So I did 2 readings for people last week because they won. They got each got a free 30-minute, ask me 3 questions in 30-minute, extremely powerful sessions. So the more you share this out, let us know how many times you've shared. Actually win these gifts. For a minute.
I gave out a free reading last week too, and sent out a rose water, a DNA activating rose water spray. So if you guys are into that sort of thing, get your sharing on. Yeah,
so share this out as many as you can, and let us know how many times you've shared out.
Nancy says Amanda's sound is still not gold.
Am I not good for other people as well?
You're cutting out for me too.
Am I really? I have no idea why that would be happening. Bummer. No fun. No fun. So I'm cutting out for you.
Yeah, you're cutting out for me.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see. So everyone can tell them about the gift. Sharing out, as well as inviting people to our Facebook page. Those are 2 big things.
Yeah, there's Mike. Mike was a host on the event that I talked about earlier this week. Yes, solar flares do affect what is going on. Susan says she's a healer and still learning. This is awesome. Yes, feeling the calm and the super. You feel inclined to Reiki. That's awesome. I'll share with you guys while Amanda is coming back, kind of what my journey looked like. I was just like in that state where I just wanted to absorb as much spiritual information as possible. I was in that sponge state. And many times when a client will come to me or they'll schedule the free call with Emily where we can just sit together and chat, the people who come to me are in that state of just absorbing as much knowledge as they can. So when I was in that phase of my own processing growth, I would listen to, there was a podcast that I loved called the U-Wealth Revolution. Darius Verazante is the CEO and founder of that organization. And every day he would bring on new speakers. And he would have new people coming in, energy healers from Reiki to quantum healing. He would have some Akashic Records people on there. And I started listening to every single day. Like I couldn't get enough of what these speakers were saying. And they would always take us through a process of sharing whatever their modality was or a meditation. And I would do the meditation and I would feel so amazing afterwards. But inside, I couldn't deny that voice. It was so clear telling me, you can do this too, Emily. You can do this too. And that was really when I got to that point where I'm like, okay, I will do this too. Susan says she loves Darius. I love Darius too. Really was a powerful catalyst in my own journey. I began to just practice. I didn't have necessarily a sign or accreditation or had been formally trained at all, but I began to practice on my friends. I began to summon enough courage to step out and say, hey, you want to give this a try? Come over to my house. Let's meditate. I'll use my tuning fork around you. And I would start playing really and just intuitively whatever I felt coming forward, I would share. And through that process of that faith of just being willing to step out and do that, I started getting messages for the people I was working with. Specifically, one of my neighbors, his father who had passed came in, and I got very, very specific messages. And that was the first time that I had ever really been like a medium, like channeling messages from somebody who had crossed for another person. And that's when I really recognized, nope, this is real. I'm going to find a modality that I can have an accreditation so that I can feel like I can hang a sign on my door and start sharing this with other people. And I just said, it's go time. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to find someone who can certify me in something. I didn't even know it was the Akashic Records at that point. I just knew that I was looking for a certification and looking for deep knowledge and understanding. And I said a little prayer, said, lead me to the right path. And that's when I was flipping through the magazine and found the Akashic Records practitioner who could certify me. And from that point, it's just been full blast into the cosmos for me. So that's kind of what my journey looked like. It started very much in stepping out in faith and just giving it a shot. Amanda, you want to share with us a little bit about what your journey looked like of stepping into your spiritual gifts?
So, yeah, for me, it was definitely one of the where I was testing my grounds. So I went from wanting to like gain knowledge, right? So I went through a soul coaching program to become a soul coach. And I did, Reiki stuff, and I did the theta healing practitioner stuff. And I went from that. So there was a big learning curve, and wanting to just practice and gain knowledge of my own gifts and my own, how energy works and how that kind of, everyone hear me?
It's better.
Okay. Got the kids off the Xbox. That's anyway, so essentially I opened myself to understanding energies, higher dimensional aspects, higher dimensional energies, higher dimensional vibration. And so through that, learning more about is how to use it, and she said it's cutting off.
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
For me?
A little bit.
Ooh, Mike, 20 shares. So whoever does the most shares.
Go, Mike. It's your birthday.
I don't like that I'm cutting out. Can you still hear my voice even if I'm like stalling or not?
Most of the time we can hear you. A couple of times it's cut out for a couple of seconds where it's hard to pick back up. Yeah,
I have no idea why I've got my orgonite here, other than like Mike said, the solar flares. We had like the biggest, by the way. If you guys can understand me, we wonder why we're experiencing all these energies the past week. And we had like the biggest solar flare hit like on Wednesday. It's kind of robotic. Do I? Darn it.
Just go like this when you talk, and it'll be like part of your act.
Yeah, exactly. Able to talk, I don't know what to do. There's really nothing I can do right now. I can go upstairs to where the Wi-Fi is.
Could you sit right on top of the Wi-Fi, like it's like you're sitting on a Wi-Fi throne?
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Yeah, it's still really bad. I had them get off their stuff.
Go ahead. Let's tell your story. Yep. Everyone's sending positive vibes. It's not terrible. If it gets to be terrible, I'll let you know, or we'll let you know too. Mike says, yes, Wednesday, the magnetic field is still reverberating.
Yeah, it is, Mike. I had my mentorship group this morning. I had a webinar for my mentorship group this morning. And in my mentorship group, there was one woman trying to pop on from Dubai. Again, she could not get on. She can usually get on, but she was having issues trying to pop on this morning. It was really bad. Anyway, I just don't want people to be like, what is she saying? Oh, it was too much. And I'll try to figure something else. I'll go.
Okay.
So anyway, hi, Candy. Yay. My story, where I was at, my story is essentially I started learning about energy. So I took Reiki and I was in theta phenomenal. If you want to learn about something, to learn how to connect with your own vibration and the core Mother Earth and Creator, theta healing is an amazing modality. I did theta healing, I did soul coaching, and then something happened, Emily. I don't know if it came, really knowing, right? When you're using your gifts, it's like you've always had them. It's your soul's essence. So it's coming back into the knowing, okay? And so for me, something happened where I came back into, I don't know if it was in dreams or what, but all of a sudden I wanted to start working on my friends. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden I had these like things that I wanted to try. And it was a combination of different modalities, and then this stuff that was coming through me that didn't even make sense. So what I did is I had a really close group of girlfriends, and it's scary as hell. I'll tell you, when you start working with your spiritual work, and you try to do card readings, I'm going to try to do this or that, and you're giving people information, it's scary. I don't have another word for it, because you're putting yourself out there in this vulnerable way, and you don't know what they're going to say or how they're going to respond. You just don't know what you're going to get. And so I started by working on a few of my close girlfriends. And what I was doing was they would lay down, and I would bring up the energy from the core of Mother Earth, and I'd bring in the energy from Creator. And I would use them as a bridge of light, and I'd balance chakras. So I'd start with the root chakra, and I would combine the energy from the core of Mother Earth as well as the energy from Creator. I would combine those energies in each chakra. So I would see this giant spinning red vortex. And I would be Creator's energy and light, and I would be blending in Mother Earth's energy. And I would be getting all these messages for them. So what they needed to do regarding the root chakra to shift and change and move and where to go. But I was doing that, like, where the heck did I get that from? Like, I would lay people down and move and like clear and cleanse each one of their chakras one at a time, and I get tons of information for them. Their guides would come through, their loved ones would come through. It was crazy. And I would do what I call a DNA reactivation, where we're working through, we're raising the vibrational frequency, and then we're doing the DNA reactivation. So it was like they were getting messages, they were getting clearing, cleansing, healing, and all these things, and it was working. It was like people were, gosh, everything you said is going on, or things are shifting for me, or that, you know, I had all these things happen, all these people come through and say that their life was changing, start building my confidence. So it went from there. And so since then, you know, there's just been different stages of my growth. But guys, it takes, number one, practice.
Yes.
It takes bravery. It takes stepping into the unknown. It's been obsessive. For me,
Awesome.
It's practicing my tools day and night. And I've been doing that for several years now.
And that's one of the main reasons why we wanted to create the group, the A&E Show group. So you'll notice there's an A&E Show Facebook page, and there's also a group. If you are somebody who wants to start stepping into your spiritual gifts and you need a sandbox to play in, you need a safe spot to play, we both invite you, get inside of that group, start doing card reading, start sharing your gifts and knowledge. We do ask that, we don't want people showing up inside of there saying, hey, can somebody give me a reading, and post a picture of it and say, what do you see? But we want the spiritual leaders and these healers and those of us who are emerging to have a safe place to practice. Don't want you to feel pressure, like people are asking and pulling at you, like, well, tell me the psychic message that I'm supposed to be getting. We want to create a very healthy and a very supported environment for you guys to get in and play in there. So feel free to get in. If you want to offer a reading, if you want to go live and say, hey, I want to practice this, if you want to just pull cards inside of there, we want to give you that space so that you can feel a comfortable place to play and feel comfortable and open asking for feedback. We want people to be nice to people inside of there. If you're brave enough to get in there and go in there and do a reading for somebody, or do a card reading, or just practice sending energy, let's all just hold that space for kindness and growth. That's really, Amanda and I don't think either one of us had a space like that where we could jump out and play in. We both really had to, like you said, it's scary stepping out there and having to just like start playing with your friends. But there's so much synchronicity in the story that you're telling. So I was laughing because the same thing, I'd go into their root chakra and all this information would start coming in. I'd be like, oh my gosh, where'd that come from? And I had to double check it. Like I had to Google or get out my chakra books to see if what I was getting was really, in alignment with what Annie says. How do you protect yourself when you don't see the spirit? How do you recognize what they are and what they're saying? It's a process, Annie, of really getting of the growth process. First of all, I only work in the very high vibrational energies. When you connect yourself to crystal and core center of Mother Earth and into what Amanda calls creator source, what I call the Akashic Records, that high vibrational energy, you have a channel that keeps your vibration at a state where I don't find that I interact with any kind of lower demonic forces. I don't find that I'm in a fearful state. I do acknowledge that there are lower vibrating frequencies throughout the entire cosmos, as well as, here on our planet. But if you do the things to make sure that you're anchored in the high vibrational space, you're not going to encounter those. The process that I teach when I teach students how to access the Akashic Records, we always call in the light so that we're surrounded by those high vibrational energies. Everyone has kind of like their own idea or their own names for how they do that, but just bringing the light into you. Hi, Catherine. Making sure that you're anchored in and connected to these high spaces, and I don't think that you're going to find trouble. I think that that is a paradigm of belief that actually stops a lot of people from moving into understanding these higher realms of consciousness, because we've been taught that, you know, there are evil spirits out there, or that this is devil worship, or be careful, you're going to get possessed. And I haven't found that to be any part of my experience whatsoever. And see, the difference is my experience versus what people had told me all along. Have your own experience and allow your experience to be your guide. When you're coming to really on a quest to be in the highest good and the highest vibrational energy, it's going to unfold for you in a way that you are protected.
You know what? If we really want to commit to how into the spiritual gifts, as this is partly about, let's make a commitment to go in there at other times. Oh, it says I froze. Is that me?
Yeah, you're freezing a little bit. So, but we were catching the gist. You want us to make a commitment for.
Oh, I am freezing. I have it on my phone, so I'm watching. Darn it. Gosh, this has never happened for me before, so I don't know.
Thank you, Sally. We like.
Anyway, so I'll try to keep talking, but it sounds like I'm continually. Is it any better? No, probably not.
Yeah, it's in and out.
Let me go off.
Okay.
Off and go up.
And sit on the Wi-Fi. Okay, go sit on your Wi-Fi. I'll take us through the activation of activating our spiritual gifts while you get all set up. Dallas is in the house. Good to see you, buddy.
Go do your thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to let Amanda go and sit right on top of her Wi-Fi box. And I'm going to go ahead and take us through the activation of the spiritual gifts. I hope that you guys have found a little bit of similarity and synchronicity in your own path, as Amanda and I have shared a bit about what our journey has looked like. I can tell you I found a whole lot of synchronicity with what Amanda was saying. And I'm excited to hear what she comes back with about how she and I together can make a commitment to really supporting you guys, to stepping into your gifts and abilities. And I also really encourage the mentees that I work with in learning to read the Akashic Records that your gift and ability doesn't have to be something that is already established here on the planet. You can make up your own energy healing modality. You can make up what your own specialty is. And the more we dive in and learn about these different possibilities and what our energy can actually do through experience now. Hi, Rosina. Good to see you in the house today. The more that we experience as opposed to learn, right? It's really, really great to learn, but so many of you here are ready for that next step of your journey where you are experiencing it, where you are actually facilitating this kind of energy. That's really, really what we need to get to the next phase of our growth and learning. Yes, Mike says that he heard that Irma was downgraded to a Cat 3, which is really awesome. Mike and Rhonda, Mike Capo and Rhonda Elliott were my two guests, both Reiki masters, for Operation Influence Irma, where we were really bringing together everyone across the planet who is willing to show up and exercise and practice their gifts, whether you have a basis of knowledge for it or whether you're running simply on intuition. This was an opportunity for you to experience being in your own. Oh, and I heard that too. That's awesome. Of really being in your own gifts and really starting to understand your energy more. So being in the experience is really, really important. Time to grab our nuts and get out there and really start sharing what our gifts are. So we're going to move into a meditative state right now and fully activate what our spiritual gifts are. They're going to be different for each one of us, and we want that, right? We want to come together as a collective, all with different specialties, because we will all be drawing to us the exact right people that we're here to ignite and to help move along on their journey. So let's start by taking some nice deep breaths together, really synchronize our energy. Deep breath in. Pausing there at the top and exhaling. That pause at the top, that 0 point energy, guys, is super important in terms of our energy. Deep breath in. And exhaling. Thank you, Kim, for sharing that you're starting to learn about the records. Nice deep breath in. Pausing at that 0 point energy and exhaling. And now we're going to do that connection of grounding our energy and connecting into the Akasha, into Creator Source. And Annie, we talked about this a little bit before when Annie was asking, how do we make sure that we stay protected? This is how I do it. This is my go-to. So focusing on that central column of light that runs up and down your spine. And we're going to sink that into crystalline core center of Mother Earth. We're going to do it with our imagination, with our intention. Energy follows intention. So just by intending that this happens, it really does. Based on the quantum theories that we understand. Okay, so sending that column of light down like roots of a tree, moving through the crust of Mother Earth, down through the crystalline caves of Mother Earth. There's something known as the crystalline grid that is in the earth that connects every place on the planet, connects the land, the water, okay, connects inner earth. And this is a grid where information and energy can flow. And when our vibration is synced to that of the crystalline grid, we can share information, we can program different parts of the grid, we can send information easily and effortlessly to anywhere on the planet. So as we move through that crystalline grid, we're picking up a higher vibrational energy. And then we want to anchor this column of light into that crystalline core center of Mother Earth. So feel yourself sinking into that liquid pink crystal energy. And we want to recognize this energy contains all of the unconditional love and support of our Mother Earth, which we need if we're going to move forward into stepping into our gifts and our abilities. We need to know that we are unconditionally loved, that we are protected, that we are supported, that we are not doing this alone. So really allow yourself to sink, drop into that energy. Also contained in this liquid crystalline core center of Mother Earth is all of the wisdom of the earth plane in liquid wisdom form. Okay, this is like big old, talk about Amanda's smoothie before that's packed full of nutrients. This is the smoothie of Mother Earth. It's packed with so much information. Every single bit of wisdom from the beginning of the birth of this planet to every future possibility for Mother Earth exists within this energy. So we want to pull this energy up and we want to bring it into our own energy field. So bringing it up, breathing it up like a straw, pulling that energy. It's moving back up through the crystalline grid, through the crystalline caves of Mother Earth, through the crust of Mother Earth. Feel it moving in your feet now. Moving up your ankles, your lower legs, your knees, your upper legs, your pelvis. Moving up your torso, your back, the sides of your body into that heart space. Moving up your arms, all the way up to the top of your head and exhaling. Take a nice deep breath this time with the intention of creating more space inside of your body so that you can hold more of this Mother Earth energy. Deep breath in. Creating that space as we pull that energy up, allowing that Mother Earth energy to infiltrate every nook and cranny inside of your body, and exhaling. One more nice deep breath in. This time, giving that Mother Earth energy the directive to wake up all of the ancient knowing inside of every cell, inside of every piece of DNA inside of your body, waking up all of those dormant strands of DNA. Scientists talk about our 12 strands of DNA and how only 2 of them are activated in the majority of human beings. And they've called the rest of those other 10 strands junk DNA. They are not junk. They are the subdimensional layers of DNA, which correlate to our subdimensional layers of reality. So when we have these activated, all 12 strands of DNA activated, we then become able to work in the subdimensional layers of reality. Okay, we then become energy vortexes to understand and to bring this energy into our being. So we want to breathe all of that energy up and have it activate all 12 strands of our DNA. Okay. And now we want to take that central column of light and we want to extend it out the top of our head. We're going to move all the way up into the space of ether. So we're going to go through the Earth's atmosphere, passing the moon, passing the sun, passing our solar system, passing our Milky Way galaxy, passing the other galaxies in our universe, and we come up to an invisible force field there in the universe. And then with one more breath, we're going to extend beyond that force field, reaching very high up into the space of ether, okay? The space of the Akasha. Akasha is a Sanskrit word, and it means ether. And ether, of course, is primordial energy. The other four elementals, earth, wind, water, fire, they all stem from the ether. Awesome. So we want to acclimate to that higher frequency of energy for just a moment. And then when you're ready, bringing that energy back down that central column of light, coming down through the layers of consciousness and space and time, and moving into your light body. And attune your awareness, everybody. Feel it as that enters, that Akasha energy enters your light body. See if you can feel the subtle vibration as it mixes with that earth energy that we brought up. This is the alchemization process that raises our vibration to one of the crystalline frequency, the crystalline grid. Okay. I'm just allowing that reaction to take place in your body right now. Setting your intention that all of your DNA is being awakened, upgraded right now, and just allowing that to take place. Everybody take a nice deep breath in. Holding at the top. That top is the space where you really allow. Remember that 0 point energy exhale that I talked about before? The top of our breath, that 0 point energy is where it's the space where two waves meet and cancel each other out. There's no resistance. There are no subconscious programs of belief that are stopping you from bringing this wisdom in when you bring it in at the top of your breath, okay? Deep breath in, holding at the top, and exhaling. We're going to use this breath pattern now that we've got this strong energy pulsing through our being. We've upgraded to that vibrational frequency of the crystalline grid. First of all, let's make contact also with the Christ consciousness grid. So the crystalline grid is below us. It's in the earth plane. The Christ consciousness grid exists above us. Christ consciousness also has to do with activated DNA, everybody. When we are Christ-like, Christ had all those strands of DNA activated. It's why he was able to manipulate the subdimensional layers of reality and perform miracles and multiply the loaves and do all of the things that he did, because he had access to those subdimensional layers of his own being. When we step into our subdimensional layers of all of our being as well, we become Christ-like, and that's the point of being here on the planet, right, is to step into that Christ consciousness, to find our way back to God, to find our way back to love. There are many different labels or different ways that we describe it, but it's really all the same thing. That Christ consciousness grid that exists above us contains all of that wisdom, all of that magic on how to do this. So we want to make sure that we're anchored into that space as well, that grid. Unless we have a high enough vibration within our being, we can't access that grid. That grid is a very high vibrating space, okay? You gotta be able to raise your own frequency in order to communicate and interact with that grid. So we want to bring awareness to that Christ consciousness grid and make sure that we are plugged into that grid. And Spirit's assuring me that we are. Spirit says, as we moved our energy, our column of light down into Mother Earth, we passed through the crystalline grid. We came into contact and activated that within ourselves. And as we moved up into the Akasha, we moved through that Christ consciousness grid and we activated that within ourselves as well. So now that we're held here perfectly between heaven and earth, in that space between heaven and earth, we have all of the unconditional love and support. We have the wisdom. We're going to call in the ancestors and the ancient ones. We're calling in the ascended masters. We're calling in the angels and the archangels. And calling in all light beings, all the wise light beings from all over the galaxy to really hold the space for us. Just allowing the gathering to assemble here in this sacred ceremony. And I want you to picture all of these light beings just really holding this space while we move into activating our own gifts and abilities. And we're going to do that with that breath pattern. We're going to set an intention that at the top of our breath, at that 0 point energy, that's the space where all the activation is going to start. It's going to happen, okay? So many times when we try to shift things in our life, or we're bringing in like mantras or affirmations for ourselves, what happens is if we have a subconscious belief that is contradictory to whatever it is that we're saying or we're thinking. Yes, Amanda's back. Let's bring Amanda back. Oops. If we have a paradigm of belief that is contradictory, or for example, many of us light workers who come in, we want to step out and share our gifts and abilities, but if we're carrying fear from a past life where we might have been offed for speaking our truth, there's a subconscious belief inside of us that says it's not safe to move into this. So regardless of how much work you do, if the subconscious belief is telling you that it's not safe, you're not going to find yourself making the strides that you want to make. One way that we can bypass that is moving into 0 point energy, that space where the two waves meet is completely neutral. And there aren't the subconscious paradigms of belief that come after us in that space. That's why we're using that point at the top of our breath. So we're going to set an intention right now that through these, we're going to do 7 sacred breaths together. That in that space of 0 point energy is where all of our gifts and our abilities are activated, fully activated, so that we can step into what it is that we're here to do on the planet. And you can trust that in that space, regardless of the things that have held you back before in your life, they don't exist in that space. All right, I'm not saying that they're not going to come up again as you move back into your normal life, your real life, where we're not in this super high vibrating energy, that the things aren't going to come up. But I promise you, you have downloaded the things, the tools that you need to advance on your journey. All right, so everybody just right now, setting an intention to download full access and understanding to our gifts and our abilities, allowing them to unfold as they will. We want to acknowledge that it's not necessary to see everything all at once and understand it all at once. That would be too much energy for us. But the trusting that it's going to unfold in just the perfect timing. Okay? 7 nice deep breaths. Here we go, everybody. Get ready to fully activate this into your life. Generate a little bit of excitement because you're about to shift things very dramatically for yourself, all right? Everybody, deep breath in. Holding at the top. This is where we're downloading. All the downloading, the shifting is happening in that space. Exhale. Good job, deep breath in. Holding at that top, the top of your breath, and exhaling. Nice deep breath in. Holding at the top, and exhaling. Nice deep breath in. They're reminding us, everybody, make sure that you're grounded. Have your feet touching the floor, the ground, wherever you are. Make sure you're connected to Mother Earth. Exhaling. Nice deep breath in. Holding at the top. Downloading, activating, magic happening. Exhaling. On this breath, we're going to integrate. Deep breath in. Pausing there at the top. This is an integration breath. All of the downloads that you just got are now integrating in every cell inside of your body, integrating and attaching themselves to every strand of DNA. Release that breath. And this last breath is to stabilize. Deep breath in. Holding. And stabilizing in this higher frequency energy. And exhaling. Stabilizing these gifts and abilities into your life, being able to function in these higher frequency energies. That's what the stabilization and integration is all about. Good job. Now just take a moment, tune in, have some body awareness. Feel where your energy is moving. Feel how it's shifted. Just take a moment to be with yourself in this space. With your activated gifts and skills and abilities. Good job. Some of you might have had some instant clarity. Notice if any ideas are coming into you right now afterwards. Any ideas that are coming to you, should definitely take note of those ideas. If you're just enjoying being in this high vibrational space, that's good too. You don't have to have instant knowledge or awareness of what's happening. It's okay. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back from that deep meditative state, coming back to Amanda Marie's smiling face here. She's back with us. Moving your body around just a little bit. Actually, they say we actually do need to move a little bit right now. All right, to make sure that those energies are fully moving inside of above your body. Wiggling around, wiggling that hip space in. Let those energies move. All right, wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for allowing me to walk us through that activation. And I'm going to turn it over to Miss Amanda Marie to bring us some messages.
We'll see am I freezing? Am I good?
You're excellent so far.
Okay. So the first thing, hi Denise, yay. The first thing that I wanted to address is, we can commit to teaching you guys how to keep your energy safe. So it's really about bringing your energy back into your body. Okay. What we do oftentimes, and what I used to do, and not used to, not understanding my own energy in comparison to others, I would put my energy out there. It's like my emotional body, my energy body was way out. And so I'm picking up on everyone's stuff around me, and I'm bringing it through my body as I'm trying to work with them. That's not necessarily the best way. It's about learning to bring your energy in. So if you imagine like your energy body, you can even put your emotional body above you, okay? Because a lot of times our emotional body's out above us. So say your emotional body's above you, you can even just see as a bubble or ball, or just feel the energy. You want to bring that energy down and through the crown chakra and center it in your body. You want to work from that space of centering. And it's always good to place a bubble of light around you when you're working with others. Even going into public, it's good to place a bubble of light around you. Am I cutting out at all, or am I doing fine?
You're perfect.
Okay, good. So it's really important to understand that, once you've been doing this work a long time, like Emily and I don't even consider needing to put myself in a safety bubble of light or any of those things, because I'm already connected. Basically what happens is at higher vibrational frequencies, lower vibrations are automatically transmuted. If you're experiencing some sort of pain, or you feel like entities are around or attacking, that means there's lower vibrational frequencies within you that need to be shifted. That's really what it comes down to. Because when your vibration is elevated, when you're choosing the positive thoughts, when you're feeling good, then the lower vibrational frequencies transmute. It's laws of physics. Mm-hmm. It's as basic as that. It's the laws of physics. So things that are lower vibrational frequencies will not impact you if you're at a higher vibration. If feeling yourself being placed and surrounded by a bubble of light, let's say, if you place yourself in a bubble of light and that feels great to you, then do that. You can see other people's vibrations bouncing off that bubble of light, knowing that you're in that safety space. That's a great way to be connected. But the most important thing is the cylinder of light coming down through the body, down into the core of Mother Earth from Creator, or the Great Central Sun, whatever you want to call it, Akashic Records. Whatever that vibration is for you, you want to stay centered in that, especially when you're working with others, especially when you're working with other vibrations. Am I cutting out, or?
Nope, you're perfect.
Okay. So it's understanding, bringing your own emotional body down into you so you're not all out there experiencing everyone else's energy. centering your own energy, your own vibration, creating the cylinder of light from creator down through the body, down to the core of Mother Earth to ground your energy. And then moving outward, working outward from that space. There's a sense of distance between you and other vibration, and also at the same time allowing these energies to, tuning into these energies to be able to help whoever you're working with. Okay, so it starts with centering your energy and not having it fractured out there, not having it out, not giving your energy to all these beings and people. So, I would like to offer additional stuff through our, our Facebook page and group where we can help teach these things, right? So we can help teach these in more detail. However format we're going to look at doing that, we can definitely go there. Because when you bring your emotional body down into your body, like you can fold and literally come down in, then you're working within your own central column. You're working within your own space, okay? So guess who wants to come through today? Because we've been through such huge shifts. Since the total solar eclipse, we've had 4 hurricanes. We just had an earthquake in Mexico. This is all started right after the total solar eclipse. So this is the great shifting of Mother Earth. This is the weather patterns and energies of Mother Earth in addition to what we're all going through internally because of this total solar eclipse and cosmically what's going on around planet Earth. So it's been a bit of a wild ride this past week with the full moon and the solar flares and everything else. It's been a little wild. So guess who wants to come through? Archangel Michael wants to come through. He wants to come through in a huge way and do grounding, clearing, centering, really allowing these frequencies to calm, bring peace, clear, in fact, what is not yours. So I want to channel and bring Archangel Michael through and go through this clearing and grounding in this space right now. So if you would like to, go ahead and take some deep breaths in and just allow your energy to move. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And I am now going to bring Archangel Michael through. I am that of Archangel Michael, and I come through with my gigantic wings of light. Feel and experience my wings as I expand them before you, allowing this light to penetrate your energy body, clearing and cleansing the multi-layer energy vibrations that are you, harmonizing your frequencies from inside out. We're going to start in the body. We're going to start in the spinal cord, bringing the light and harmonizing the vibrations in the spinal cord now, allowing these vibrations in the spinal cord to resonate fully, feeling your spinal cord expand out now, feeling the energy and vibration expand out as this light comes down through the body, vibrating you at a higher level, clearing and cleansing what doesn't serve you all the way down through the tailbone, from the top of the head, down through the brainstem, down through the spinal cord, all the way down to the tailbone and out. We are now raising your vibrational frequencies, these energies coming through the vibration, through the energy body, coming out of the energy body, out into your space, allowing the clearing, allowing the centering, allowing the harmonizing of your vibration now, allowing the equalization and experiencing these vibrations moving through the cellular structures, communicating with one another, allowing the light codes to come in, feeling the expansion of your spinal cord, the light coming out of the spinal cord, moving through the different parts of the energy body, moving out into the organs, moving out into the cells, moving out into the bones, moving out through the skin, out through the hands, out through the head, out through the feet, allowing the light to come out from centering the body and the spinal cord out, allowing these vibrations to move outward now throughout the entire body, feeling the cleansing and igniting the Kundalini energy at the base of the pelvis, at the base of the tailbone, up through the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, crown chakra, breaking up through the crown chakra, moving through the planes of the universe, up through white light, dark light, white light, up through creator space, up through the universal laws of energy, into the light, allowing the clearing and cleansing of the chakra patterns now, feeling the difference in your body, feeling the lightness in your body, feeling the vibration raise in your body, allowing these energies to continue to shift, allowing these energies to continue to awaken all aspects of the body in your being. Just feeling these energies move through you now freely. Feeling it in your hands, in your head. You can even move your hand to your heart, allowing the hand on the heart to raise the vibrational frequency now, allowing these energies to move through the entire body, awakening your spirit, your soul essence, your space of unconditional love. Feeling these vibrations raise. This is about centering your energy today. This is about harmonizing your vibration, using these frequencies to continually move outward, using the centering and the column of light that you are to move the vibration outward from that space. If you are centered and working from this vibration through the center of your body, from top to bottom, if you are working outward, there is no penetration of anything else. There is no penetration of lower vibrational frequencies. There is no penetration of other things impacting you. If you feel other things coming in, if you feel other energies and you know it's not yours, you place yourself in that central column of light. You place yourself, feel that light in the spinal cord from top to bottom. Expand outward. Expand outward. Expand outward. Expand outward. Feel how relaxing that vibration now is in the body. Feel how your organs are even feel lighter. Your muscles feel lighter. Things releasing in your root chakra, the base of your pelvis. Things releasing in your sacral chakra. Things releasing in your solar plexus. Things releasing in your heart chakra. Things releasing in your throat, third eye, crown. Allowing the opening of these vibrational frequencies and energies now. Just allowing for the shift of this vibration fully. Feeling the waves of this energy just move, move, move outward continually. See how in this space, as these energies move out from the central column, you are creating your own bubble of light. You are creating your own sacred space. You are acting as the sovereign being of light that you are. Creating the cylinder of light, creating the space of safety. It's coming from the center of you. It's not something outside of you. It's coming from the centering of your being now. Allowing the vibration to continue to filter outward. Feeling it come from your spine and your central cord, moving out through the body. Feeling the waves of vibration through your organs and out. Through your back, your shoulder blades and out. All aspects of the being and out. Allowing these energies to move. I am that of Archangel Michael. Thank you.
Goodness, I'm so busy. Thank you. That was lovely. So powerful. What I really loved about that, my friend Amanda, is that Mike said he got lightheaded too. When I downloaded the process from my own Akashic Records of how I was going to do it from now on and how I was going to teach other people to do it, they said very clearly that column of light anchored into Mother Earth and run the energies up and down. And I didn't have the linguistic background or understanding of what it was that I was doing. I was just trusting the process. And that information that you brought through, really, like, I sat there just going like, wow, now I understand why that's how they told me how to do it. I get it. I see why I don't have issue with other entities coming in, because it's not like I'm like my life is all but rainbows and butterflies. Like, I still get triggered. I'm just working through my journey like everybody else is. But I noticed that when I do go in to do my spiritual work, I don't have a lot of BS and stuff that comes up that really messes with me. And I totally get it now why I don't. And I love that. So thank you so much for bringing just that wisdom to innately and intuitively what I was doing, but couldn't necessarily explain it that way. I appreciate that very much.
You're welcome. That was so powerful. The dizziness is the releasing. The dizziness is the raising of your vibrational frequency. It's remembering that central column of light. Mm-hmm. It's remembering what it feels like when there's chaos in your life, when there's things going on and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. It's remembering what that central column of light feels like. It's remembering what the vibration feels like.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So, I mean, I know for me, even just I was channeling Archangel Michael, but I literally felt through my body the releasing. Mm-hmm. And just the lightness, even of my organs, like the releasing of so much stuff in my body. So it's understanding that you are actually energy. That's what we all are. That's what all aspects of our body are. And that central column of light, when you experience that central column of light and the energy moving outward, that energy continually brushing outward, there's nothing coming in. There's not, unless the vibrational matches. And really, guys, in general, there's nothing coming in unless the vibration matches. So be aware and conscious of that. That's why last week I channeled Dr. Wayne Dyer, and he was going off about your thoughts. Mm-hmm. Last week I channeled Dr. Wayne Dyer. He was going off about your thoughts and how important it is to shift the thoughts, and how that impacts your vibration. At every given moment, you have a choice.
If you miss any of these broadcasts that Amanda and I have done, feel free to go to the page and the A&E show page. You can click on videos, and it'll give you the thumbnails of the videos so that you can go in and watch those. And it's okay to watch more than once. It's okay to bring in this energy more than once. Susan said that she's laying down, and Catherine has shivers. Really, thank you guys for sharing your experience. It's incredible to be in this space with so many of you high vibrating beings out there. I really believe that, just like Amanda said, it's all about a vibrational match, right? And the energy's not coming in unless it matches you. So allow that to show you when you feel like there are darker or lower energies coming up, not in a heavy judgmental standpoint, but take a look and say, all right, where am I vibrating at a lower frequency than I should be? Where am I judging what I need to not judge? Where do I need to love more? Just take a look at it so that you can make your energetic adjustments. I also want to say, if you are here and you're showing up and you watch what Amanda and I do and you're like, wow, that'd be cool to do that. Ding, 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 vibrational match. Guess what? There is a reason why you're here. Amanda and I have a lot of specific aspects of our soul purpose that we want to be able to accomplish here on the planet. But a big one that both of us have is to be able to activate other light workers. We're not here to do this to show you, say, hey, look how cool it is that she can channel. And look how cool it is that I can connect you with the Akashic Records. It's to say you guys can do it too. And if you're here and you're showing up in this space, it's because of what she explained, the vibrational match. And you have this inside of you too. And oh, Susan says she's very thirsty too. Yep, that happens. I just saw Amanda. I'm gonna chug some of my water.
Oh, yeah, I was just chugging. It's so good. So we want to continue to grow this community. We want to continue to grow this space. We didn't do a very good job of advertising it this morning before it started, because from now on, for the rest of this month, every Saturday, I want to say, hey guys, whoever does the most shares to get this out. We want as many light workers as possible that would get something from this to see this. So we're asking you guys to share this out as much as possible, and also invite all the people you know, or all the people that you think would be interested, to our Facebook business page, as well as our group, our Facebook group, because we want to grow this community of light workers. And again, in the group, you're welcome to share your gifts. You're welcome to do card readings for people and just try it out. Try it out. So we have two different things. We have the group, and then we have the business page. The group is easier to post in and interact in. But we definitely want to keep the movement going. So we're going to, next time too, we'll provide more gifts for whoever invites the most people to the group and page, whoever, you know, posts about the group and page, whoever shares our live feeds out the most. We'll be, you know, we want to offer our services too as an energy exchange. So this last week, Siraj shared our stuff out the most, as well as Agat and Karen. Yeah. So they each got readings. They each got readings or gifts. So that's what you get from helping us get the word out too, because the more that people share in this vibration around the world, the more it will help shapeshift everything as well. I mean, Emily was amazing. On Thursday, she put together, and I know Mike was on there too, she put together the meditation for Hurricane Irma to dissipate and to, you know, it was just bringing love to that area. It was bringing love to that area to shift the whole situation. So, it really just feels so amazing. And Emily, I love you so much every time we do this.
I know, I love you too, my friend.
Yeah, I love you very much.
It's a powerful synergy, and I know you guys can feel that synergy as well. The one thing that we haven't talked about is our donation button. Amanda and I do accept donations for this time that we're coming, the energy that we're giving. And we also share those, a third. So we've got that good 33 number in there. And we like to donate as well. So each week when all the donations come in, we make a donation to someone in our community. We donated to Hurricane Irma last week. We want to specifically donate to the animals this week, to our animal friends. I tend not to watch a lot of news and take in a lot of news coverage, but I peeked about what was going on with Irma, and I saw, oh my gosh, the images of the animals. It's going to make me cry. So we're going to donate to the animals this week. And so your donations, guys, are going to go to support not only this time that Amanda and I are stepping away from our families and sharing this information with you, but also the animals that need our help. We are also open to taking in ideas for you guys of where you want to donate as well. I mean, we're making a donation every single week. So that's 52 different organizations every year that we can reach out and touch. You know, the idea of the way that we circulate abundance, shifting and changing and giving it to each, you know, just sharing it in that way has been really, really incredible for me to get outside of the paradigm of belief that says, and this is a radical shift in society, by the way. When you think about human beings, we're the only species that really pay to live on this planet. That's kind of crazy. That we've come to operate under this economic structure that really makes slaves out of us. Right? We got to go to whatever that job is so that we make the paychecks, so that we keep the lights on. There is a world that exists where we circulate abundance just by sharing it with each other. Okay, and by you participating and donating, even if it's $1, if it's $5, whatever it is, by you participating in this donation, this idea of circulating abundance in a different way, you're actually shifting the paradigm of the economic structure of the planet right now. You know, we talk about all big, bringing down the big bankers. That's a big job to do. There are small ways that we can go about doing it, and that is just by being willing to share, by being willing to see your abundance and give in the places where you're receiving value. Give to things that you want to support. So use this as a spiritual exercise as well to start shifting the way that money has a hold on you. Amanda, is there anything else that you want to say about our donations or where we're giving?
Yeah, so the donation link is at the top of the page there. The donation link is in the post. And I've already donated. It was so exciting. So we both donated. So like the first time we had the payment link, several people donated, and thank you so much. I went to Casa de Amparo. I posted it on the A&E show page and group and my groups. I went to the Casa de Amparo this last week, and I gave them a check, and they were beyond grateful. Casa de Amparo is an organization here, nonprofit organization here in San Diego, California, where they take care of children, ages, infants all the way up to high school graduates, 18, that are in at-risk homes. They've been abused. They don't have a safe place to go. They're going from foster home to foster home. It's abused children. So this organization supports abused children and changing their lives one by one. So I got to go to their huge facility. They started off at a mission here in the San Diego area, this little hole in the wall that they ran their business out of years ago. And now they've got a huge center. It's amazing for children. So I was able to go there in person and donate a check. And there's videos, so check them out. I interviewed the woman who's the volunteer coordinator for this organization. She talked about what they do. So if you want to learn more about Casa de Amparo, all the information's available on the page. It was incredible. Emily got to donate to Miss Teresa Warren for the second week, and then last week was Hurricane Harvey. So I'm going to be sending a check to my friend's actually at the church right now. It's her mom's church in North Houston area. Okay, so maybe not everyone's going to organize churches or believes in them at this point in their life. That's fine, whatever your beliefs are. However, the churches around Houston are like center holes for people. People are living in churches right now who had to escape their flooding homes. Churches and volunteers from churches are helping rebuild the communities around them. They're rebuilding homes. They've got animals at these places. I mean, they're helping. The churches are helping rebuild their communities around Houston. So I don't go to church. I actually haven't in my life. That's not been a part of my life. However, I'm very spiritual. So, but these churches are helping rebuild the communities all around them. So my friend Casey is in North Houston right now at her mom's church. Her mom's a pastor. Her mom also does Reiki, but her mom's a pastor at the John Wesley Methodist Church. We are sending our donation check there so that they can use this money to buy drywall to help rebuild people's homes, food, clothes, diapers, stuff for infants, animals, dog food, cat food. This is what they're going to use the money for. So that's what the donations from last week went to. And this week will be for the animals. So thank you guys all so much for donating. We hugely appreciate the support. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whew, I just got major chills running out through my body. If you're not in a space where you can financially donate with your love, donate with your light, donate with your time, donate with your compassion, donate with all of your good juju and your good vibes. And we're so excited we come to you every single Saturday, so come back next Saturday. Be active in the group this week. If you haven't joined the group yet, again, there's a page and there's a group. The page is for publicizing, sharing what's going on. We're going to show about the giveaways, everything happening in there. Leslie says she does not see the donation button. It's in the feed for the post, Leslie, but I'll go in and post it right now.
So it's right here. So you see the post, you see us talking. It's like right there. The link is actually in the post for the live show. So
I'll post it in the comments here too.
Yeah. Thank you all to you that are donating.
Yes,
thank you all very much that are donating right now. I can actually see the names pop up on my screen.
You guys are awesome.
I appreciate you guys donating.
Yes. Absolutely. And again, get in the group and start playing. Amanda and I are committed to allowing this group environment to grow, to support you guys inside of there in terms of stepping into your gifts and your abilities. Susan said, shared on her page over 2,500 friends. Thank you,
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. We love you all so much. We are super excited as this, I mean, this is really a baby project. This is brand new. Amanda, as this grows and we create this space for developing and emerging light workers and supporting them, it feels amazing. It feels expansive, and I'm so honored and excited to keep moving forward with you as this relationship blossomed. I mean, this literally started because Teresa Warren called me up and said, hey, there's this lady I found. I think she'd be a good fit for your show. And boom, all of this is now expanding from that. So yeah, Teresa Warren, thank you for being the conduit of putting Amanda and I together. And we're here to support each and every single one of you. Reach out, tell us hi, let us know the things that you're interested in. We're interested in building that group to be, like I said, a space of support and a space of where you can get into the experience of sharing your gifts. All right? Not just sitting around thinking about it, not just learning more about your energy, not just meditating, because all those things are important too, but actually getting out there and doing it. Okay?
That's right.
All right. Namaste, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Wait, Mike says Akashic Academy Business Builder Division. If you want to learn how to build a business, there is that available inside the Akashic Academy, which is my business. So Amanda and I each have our own separate things that we're doing. So if you're looking to build a business with what you're doing, we could talk about that as we do. So feel free to reach out to me if that's something that's interesting to you as well. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you soon.
Okay, bye.